Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That's about it. I, I now, you know, I've been studying a lot since I came online. I learned a lot from Abu Hara. I learned so much from Brother Gabriel. I go to a lot of classes online. Um, I read books. I study. Um, but I know a lot of things, but there's so much I don't know. I don't know about hadith. If you ask me about a hadith, 90% of the time I have no idea what you're talking about, because the Shiites said that, I don't want to know what they said, but they said they were not real and they were not good, so I never learned them. I don't know the companions. I get them confused all the time. I don't know the difference between Abu Bakr and Omar. I mean, I know they're two different people, but I don't really know which one did what. I keep getting their stories mixed up of who they were. Like I just found out, like Hind in Shiites, Hind is evil, wicked person, and Sunnis will name their daughter Hind, and I was like, wow, why would you name your daughter Hind? That's such an evil name. And she was such an evil person. I mean, she ate Hamza's heart. Why would you name your daughter that? And so when I was Shiite, I used to look at Sunnis and think they were really strange people, because I did not know that Hind later on converted and became Muslim and, asked for forgiveness for what she had done. I didn't even know that. So there's so much that I didn't know. When I was Shiite, it got to the point where after you learn about Hassan, Hussein, Fatima, Ali, there's nothing else. And I used to say, isn't there something else? I mean, I don't really know that much about anybody but these people. Isn't there more to Islam than these few people? I mean, isn't there something? But there never seemed to be nothing. And like when I would go around, because sometimes we would have picnics, a unity picnic that Sunnis and Shiites would both come to. And when I would see the Sunni sisters talking, they always seemed to have more knowledge, than I did. And I would be like, well, how do they know? Like they would know when the Prophet was born, how old he was when he did such and such, what happened to him. And I didn't know any of this. And I used to say, I'm so bored. I need, isn't there something else for me to learn here? I mean, I've read the Quran 3 times, alhamdulillah, but I never ever studied the Quran like I have now. Like I read it by myself 3 times, but it's not like now. Like now I go to the room where Brother Gabriel, like when he talks, he always gives ayats, he always gives proof, he always gives documentation to back up whatever he's saying. And mashallah, I have learned so much in the Quran in the last 2 years than I did 15 years of being in the Shiite community. It's pretty sad. It's really sad. I'm so far behind now, and it makes me angry sometimes, because I mean, I've been Muslim 17 years, and it's like I'm a baby Muslim now. I know nothing. I have to start all over. I mean, I know who Allah is, of course. I know the basics. I know that kind of stuff. But like I hear people talking, and they'll be talking about this scholar, or that scholar, or they use words like Khawarji or stuff, and I have no idea what anybody's talking about. I don't know nothing, and it gets very frustrating. And I can't speak Arabic. I'm trying to learn, inshallah. I started studying, and inshallah my teacher will start helping me now, and I'm going to really try to devote myself into study. And that's why I've been coming in this room a lot lately. I used to never come here, and I got invited here by somebody, and I came here, and they told me, just come here and sit and listen to people speak in Arabic. Thank you. Yeah, I need to learn Arabic. I need to learn it, and I'm hoping maybe if I, hang out in the room and just listen, like some words that y'all say, I know them, but other words, I have no idea what's being said. So, inshallah, make dua for me that someday I can learn this Arabic. I have I'm very good at memorizing things and learning things and remembering things, but when it comes to the language, I have such difficulties with you. Why don't you just move to the Muslim Sunni community? I actually live here now. Is it inshallah? Yeah, I know some things, but why did I leave Christianity? Well, my story of a Christian, that was a long story too. Do you all got time? I'm going to just take up your whole room. I was raised by parents. My dad is strange. My dad is, he's a mixture. He's a kind of Christian and Hindu mixed together. He believes in reincarnation and outer body astral planing, kind of like the Sufis do. My dad believes in that kind of stuff, but he believes in reincarnation, which is against Christianity. But he still claims to be Christian. My mother, on the other hand, she was always trying to, go to church, but they never went consistently. I can remember when I was a child, in our neighborhood, there used to be a little bus from the school would come around, and any child that would stand out in front of their house, the church bus would pick you up and take you to church. So that's how I used to go to church. And I can you want the mic? Go ahead. Take it.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. I would like everybody to welcome our sister, and at the same time I would like everybody to get benefit from this. I would like to ask you some questions, if you don't mind, about the same topic. You said you was first, when you was interested in Islam, you will get to introduce to Shiaism, and you stay there, I think, for like 10 years. And after that, when you found out that Shiaism is not the true Islam, you left Shiaism and you embrace Islam, because Shiaism actually is not Islam. I would like you to answer this question, if you don't mind, please. What is the main reason for you to leave Shiaism? How you found out that Shiaism is not true Islam? What is in Shiaism is not appealing to you? Go ahead, the mic is yours.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For me, it was, if you have to be in the Shiite community. Because it's one thing to say that they do Muta'h, it's another thing to actually witness it, okay? I've seen many sisters go through Muta'h. I've seen many sisters been used by brothers this way and then thrown away, and then of course nobody's going to marry them because they're the Muta'h woman of the community, okay? I've seen women that were married to men as virgins, had never been with another man, and her husband went out and made Muta'h, got AIDS, and brought it home and gave it to her while she was pregnant, because according to them it was halal, okay? So I've seen women who made Muta'h with a brother, got pregnant, the brother left her and the baby. He's supposed to take the baby, but he didn't. I've seen situations where brothers and sisters did Muta'h, they got together, she got pregnant, he stayed with her because she was pregnant, they hate each other, it's a nightmare for them.